Thank you very much, Laszlo. And indeed, it's a great pleasure to be here with GSMA, our great friends and partners, and all of you here, and to witness the launch of this flagship report, the Mobile Economy Europe 2025, and indeed to discuss the mobile industry's vital role, both in keeping Europe competitive and as well as enabling sustainable development globally, as already Laszlo mentioned. So indeed, just in terms of a perspective a little bit, so digital technologies have reshaped the way people live, work, interact, thanks to infrastructure especially developed over the last 30 years. High-speed, reliable connectivity is a cornerstone of Europe's digital economy, actually the digital economy everywhere, helping citizens use services, stay informed and engaged in modern economic life. And in April 2024, the report released from Enrico Letta underscored how mobile networks are driving innovation, enabling Europe's green transition, and enhancing cybersecurity and overall resilience. This report today, and of course I'll not go into the report, even though it was very useful for me to pre-read that, and go deep dive in Europe in preparation for that. But of course, this report, some of the numbers I have to quote, and especially that nearly 500 million people across this continent are connected by high-speed 4G and 5G networks, and that's not just for connectivity by itself. Based on those figures, mobile technology, based on GSMA figures, mobile technologies are contributing around 5% of Europe's GDP, actually equating to nearly 1.1 trillion euros in economic value. Now, of course, being from ITU, the global or United Nations agency, have to have a bigger picture as well from a global perspective. Indeed, that bigger picture says that there's still around 2.6 billion people around the world, almost a third of humanity, that are not connected around the world. And especially, this is prevalent in the low-income countries. Billions more people struggle to obtain affordable, reliable services and content in their own languages. And despite ongoing incremental growth, the stark and complex digital divide persists. Actually, our recent Facts and Figures report estimated that connectivity has risen in 2024 by 227 million, yet still our statistics also show two realities, one for high-income and the other for low-income countries. Therefore, governments, regulators, telecom operators, international organizations must address connectivity gaps and ensure digital benefits reach everyone. And we must tackle the connectivity challenge urgently and find practical solutions to bring everyone into the digital fold. Of course, at the core of connectivity is spectrum, and that's one of the key topics that GSMA and its members engages with ITU. ITU, for those who may not know, the organization that well manages the world's finite radio spectrum, essentially, which is essential for wireless communications. Our last World Radio Communications Conference in 2023 made key decisions to ensure the spectrum supports growth of wireless services worldwide. And among the highlights were important allocations for mobile broadband services, as well as decisions that will be crucial for the next generation mobile connectivity. For example, harmonization of spectrum in 6 GHz band for licensed mobile operators is a landmark achievement. It will help meet the growing demand for mobile data, particularly in 5G advanced markets, and provides an essential foundation for the future global connectivity. The scale of investment required globally to build inclusive digital networks is enormous. The Digital Infrastructure Initiative, launched by ITU and the G20 Presidency of Brazil, together with the 6 development finance institutions, aims to mobilize the necessary funding to bring meaningful connectivity to everyone. Our Digital Infrastructure Investment Initiative Working Group estimates that the worldwide investment gap is $1.6 trillion that need to be invested additionally by 2030 to close the digital divide and ensure universal connectivity. By identifying and addressing barriers to investment, as well as creating innovative financing mechanisms, we can accelerate the deployment of digital infrastructure and make universal connectivity reality. Now, together with South Africa's G20 presidency, we have advanced to designing and implementing specific interventions to help bridge the investment gap and galvanize public and private investments into digital infrastructure everywhere. Another important prerequisite is resiliency. We must ensure that our systems, our networks are resilient, capable of withstanding disruptions and challenges. Global digital resilience is a prerequisite for social economic resilience. Building digital resilience requires a layered approach, identifying vulnerabilities, fostering multi-stakeholder cooperation, and ensuring continuous training and testing. ITU's initiatives help countries assess and improve their cybersecurity capabilities, offering tools like cyber drills and simulation exercises to strengthen national response efforts. Equally critical to resilience is the physical infrastructure that supports our digital economy as well. And among that infrastructure for us, we identified as a core infrastructure submarine cables that carry 99% of international internet traffic. They are vulnerable, however, to earthquakes, degradation, accidental damage, and even sabotage. And in 2023 alone, over 200 cable repairs were made worldwide, underscoring the need to enhance cable resilience. 2 months ago, ITU and the International Cable Protection Committee, ICPC, formed a new international advisory body for submarine cable resilience to help strengthen this vital infrastructure. And with the entire world depending on stable, high-speed internet, we need to protect cable networks and ensure backups are available when they fall. We need inclusive global multi-stakeholder dialogue among governments, regulatory authorities, industry leaders, submarine cable experts to enhance submarine cable resilience, safeguard digital communications, and maintain global economic stability. And we're taking another step now with the first subsea cable resilience summit, which will come in Abuja, Nigeria on 26-27 February to further progress on this. We also must constantly look ahead to the new technologies driving the next wave of the digital transformation, like space-based communication systems and direct-to-device communication, as well as artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and sooner or later, quantum technologies. 6G networks certainly won't be far behind. And of course, a lot of information is reported on 5G networks, at least in 4 or 5 years from now, we'll definitely start talking about 6G. And we, as ITU and broad international community, are already preparing for 6G with speeds and capacities that will far exceed those of today's networks. This will unleash immersive experiences, along with unprecedented breakthroughs for smart cities and autonomous systems as well. ITU's MT 2030 framework, which how we call 6G formally in ITU, was adopted at the end of 2023, and it aims to make 6G affordable, secure, accessible, and environmentally sustainable. That's actually a new design requirement compared to the 5G, and resilient from the outset. In the meantime, the rapid growth of satellite coverage has created also staggering opportunities to extend connectivity all over the world. Low Earth orbit satellites enable global broadband access in previously undeserved areas. The space economy, projected to reach $1.8 trillion by 2035, holds immense potential for extending connectivity and addressing global challenges like climate change and disaster response. Direct-to-device technologies are another game changer. By enabling mobile devices like this, just to see. So these systems can provide connectivity to remote areas or areas affected by disasters without relying on traditionally ground-based infrastructure. Satellites and advanced mobile networks are on the cusp of unprecedented convergence, and I'm glad to see increasing collaboration between the mobile industry and satellite industry to bring this into reality. The emerging space economy will make mobile even more powerful as the first force for global good. And ITU is working very closely with governments, private sector, international agencies to ensure that space-based services complement and enhance terrestrial networks. Already, mobile internet access helps address knowledge gaps, reduce poverty, and improve environmental outcomes. And the mobile industry has been working hard to support achievement of UN Sustainable Development Goals. And therefore, ITU and GSMA are natural partners. For more than a decade, GSMA has been a key contributor to the UN Broadband Commission, where we work together towards a resilient, safe, and inclusive digital future. We're also a proud partner of GSMA Handset Affordability Coalition. A few years ago, GSMA joined with the World Bank, the World Economic Forum, and ITU in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, readying networks for exponential increase in digital traffic, helping countries future-proof their digital infrastructure, and ensuring digital access for the most vulnerable populations. GSMA is also a founding partner with ITU and other UN organizations of Equals, our global partnership to achieve gender equality in the digital age. And now, and I think Laszlo also referred to the green or sustainability initiatives. Indeed, GSMA is a strong supporter of our Green Digital Action Initiative, together with its members, leading mobile operators, which aims at tracking and cutting tech-related emissions, adopting green standards, eliminating e-waste, leveraging telecom infrastructure to monitor climate change, and provide early warnings to all, so that lives and properties can be saved in the face of increasingly frequent and impactful natural disasters. Colleagues, ITU's partner to Connect Digital Coalition, P2C2 short, is also mobilizing commitments to connect the world's hardest to connect communities. I'm very proud to say that last year's Mobile World Congress in Barcelona brought over $9 billion in investment commitments from mobile operator groups, with E-End, China Telecom, Iridium, VEON all announcing ambitious pledges. GSMA is a vocal supporter, encouraging mobile operators to continuously invest in deploying and upgrading their networks, delivering benefits to citizens in all corners of the globe. In all, our Partner to Connect initiative has surpassed $54 billion in pledges from public and private sector partners to extend global connectivity and digital opportunities for all. And I look forward to more on the next Mobile World Congress in Barcelona in March, of course. So, dear colleagues, connectivity for all combined with green digital transformation is the backbone of social cohesion, economic progress, and sustainable future. The report being launched today is a testament to that. And the mobile industry is key in building a digital future that leaves no one behind. So let's together keep innovating, cooperating, and investing where it counts to build a digital world that is inclusive, sustainable, and resilient for generations to come. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing more of the report. Thank you.